Greetings one and all. Welcome back to my kitchen here today, where I'm going to be making some Cornish pasties. So yeah, and to begin with I'm going to be making just some basic short crust pastry to make our pasties. So to that end I've already just commenced here, just in my food processor here already. I've just whizzed up 3.5 cups of plain flour, 2 teaspoons of baking powder and 1 teaspoon of salt. So yeah, just amalgamated those dry ingredients. Now next I'm going to add 50 grams of butter, unsalted, that I've cubed up, and also the same amount, 50 grams of lard. Welcome back. Sorry about that. Like I was saying, 50 grams of lard. See if I can knock the camera off its pedestal this time. Now that lard was cold, but because I've been farting around a bit, it's just starting to melt a bit. It's ideally should be chilled, but anyway, we'll keep going. Now next step, we'll just give that a little bit of a whiz up. Now I've got my plastic blade in there, that's sort of a little bit more for pastry sort of stuff. And I'll just put it on a gentle whiz, about a 1. And just give it a little feel. See if it's sort of rubbed in a bit. Nah, it needs a little bit more. And I'm happy with that. Alrighty, moving right along. Next I've got 2 egg yolks that I'm going to add to that. I'll get my lid back on here. Now, as well as those egg yolks, this time I've got here some cold water that I've been keeping in the fridge, and I'm just going to drizzle some of that in as that's whizzing up, and I just want to put enough in that it's just going to start holding together. So I'm anticipating definitely no more than probably half a cup or so, but we'll see how we go. So yeah, let's get whizzing. I'll just get a bit of flour on my bench here. Now, as you know, with this sort of short crust pastry, we don't work it too much. The less you do it, the better. So all I'm really going to do is just roll it into a ball like so. Get some cling film on it, cling wrap, glad wrap, and I'm going to put that in the fridge for an hour or 2. Alrighty guys, sorry, I was just laughing. I know I say alrighty all the time, I can't help it, it's just something I say, but I did have to laugh. One of the comments on one of my videos, someone was going, why does he always say oil righty? Anyway, alrighty is Australian for all right. Anyway, sorry, enough of that. Now, just while my pastry is in the fridge, I'm going to leave it a bit longer yet, but I thought I might as well start prepping some of my filling. So I've just got, again, just the traditional things that go in a Cornish pasty. So I've got a couple of carrots, I've got 2 good sized spuds, potatoes, got 1 large brown onion, I've got 1 medium sized sort of swede, and I've got 300 grams of rump steak. Now I'm just going to be cutting all these into sort of not finely chopped, but just sort of largish chunks, but not too large. Just, I'll show you when I finish anyway, but then what I'm going to do is put them all in a bowl, put heaps of seasoning in there, salt and ground black pepper, mix it all up and just let that sit in that salt and pepper while I'm waiting for my pastry. Alrighty guys, so yeah, I'm pretty well organised here now. As I say, I've chopped up the veggies and the steak into cubes. I've got an egg wash ready to go. I've just cut out half my dough out of the fridge because I'm going to leave the other half in there till we're ready to use it. Got a bit of flour on my bench here. So, I'm just going to roll her out. And with these pasties, you want it reasonably thick. But not so thick it's going to just sort of crack up. So thinking about maybe a centimetre or so, or maybe a bit less, 3/4 of a centimetre. Alrighty, I think that's thick enough. Gonna make my first one. So you just want something a bit round here. I've just got my bottom of one of my spring-loaded cake tins. And of course I'll be re-rolling this and using that. Right. So I'm going to get some of my filling here, and I've got a heap of it, so I'm going to be pretty generous with it. Mind you, you do need to leave a good gap around the edges, obviously. So the idea is to try and sort of pile it up a little bit with a bit of height. Alrighty, get our egg wash. Like so. It's got a couple of little knobs of butter there. Just sit them above. And we'll gently fold that over. To the other side. Sort of press it down to start with. And then we'll crimp it up. And because I'm not much good at crimping, which is obvious, I tend to use a fork, and I'll just finish it off, pushing it in with a fork. Just give it a couple of holes, air holes. Egg wash all over. Get that on my baking tray. Now I'm going to heat my oven to 180 degrees Celsius, and then I'm going to leave them in there for a good, I think a minimum of 45 minutes, but maybe even a bit longer. I'll let you know. Alright, I'll get back to you. Alrighty guys, so my pasties there, they took about an hour to cook, as sort of predicted. I thought 45 minutes was being a bit optimistic. Yeah, looking good. So yeah, here's one of the little beastie boys, and then they're quite big. I don't know if you can get a sense of scale on the camera here. They're one of these is definitely going to be a meal. Now usually I'd probably just pick this up and eat it, but I'm going to cut it through just to give you a look. There we go. So you can see the pastry sort of cooked right through there. We've got our carrots, our swedes, our potato, our carrot, our steak, all ready to go. Alright, I'll take a bite from this end. It's absolutely delicious. It's just, yeah, like a yummy, basic pasty, straight from the coal mines in Cornwall. And look, I know some people can make them prettier than mine look. I'm not good with that crimping pastry stuff, but they all work a treat, all of them. No worries at all. So if not the prettiest, they still taste delicious. Alrighty guys, thanks for watching. As always, thanks to everyone who's subscribed to the channel. I really appreciate it. If you haven't subscribed yet, can I just ask that you hit that subscription button? But if you don't want to, no worries. And I will see you all next time.